And this honestly saved me like $4,000-5,000. I was almost about to buy a new Mac, and I think this way I have like at least a year more to use this one.
What do you say? Don't know how to spell it out for you. Let's run away. I think I know what we need to do. Perfect can wait. You're ugly as beautiful to me, so stay.
Hey guys, welcome. As you know, yesterday the party. Came back extremely late, slept like 3 or 4 hours, but there's no way I'm doing a hangover story time today, because today is an emergency day and I will just have to power through, try to eliminate the hangover and rescue my best buddy. This right here is my MacBook Pro. It's the Retina 15-inch 2013 late version, one of the good ones with USB and Thunderbolt and SD card slot, HDMI also included. And over the past weeks, as you know, these cooling pads became my MacBook's best friends to cool it, because it's overheating. It can't handle Logic anymore. I'm making my music with it, and it also can't handle editing the daily vlogs with it. So today, not heading to the studio to make music and produce, because it's just not possible. I even also already got me these dongles with USB-C, because I was thinking about just buying a new computer, but I hate these dongles. It's so stupid, really. Apple, come on. So I will try and see if I can fix it with some easy, inexpensive hacks. Try to open this thing and clean it, fix it. I don't know if this will work. This can go horribly wrong. I don't have any experience with repairing laptops, but you know, it can't be more complicated than making music, so I'm sure I will be able to do it somehow, and if not, this will become a really funny vlog, me destroying my MacBook. So it's time to head over to the city center, get the essential tools since it's a hangover day, wearing my ugly sweater. And if everything fails, this vlog will end with me rushing to the Apple store and buying a new laptop. As you know, I'm doing these vlogs daily, I'm making my music daily, it is so important to me. I can't live without a computer that is running. So yeah, either way, this will be a fun vlog, so let's go. Should have definitely stayed at home. I'm so hungover. I missed my station, so again, subway. In my defense, though, they changed this entire subway system like 2 years ago. I left the store. They have the Christmas stuff. Cars, helicopters, airplanes, and Star Wars. Made it to the studio. I decided to walk back home. There were so many people coughing in the tram and on the subway. And if there's one thing that is even worse than a broken computer that isn't really working, it's a John that is sick and can't work. As you know, as a self-employed person, that's by far the worst that can happen to you. And by the way, as ugly as the sweater is, I have to say it is extremely warm. So I got here a Pro Tech Toolkit from iFixit. You probably know iFixit. They're the guys that help you to repair everything online. I'm a huge fan of that concept, and that's also the website where I will look up how to actually take this MacBook apart and hopefully also assemble it then again. I also got here thermal paste to replace it on the CPU, because after a couple of years it just loses its capability to get rid of the heat on your CPU. And this cleaning solution for the old paste. So that's basically the plan. Opening this up, removing the thermal paste, putting new on it, and while it's already opened, also cleaning up all of the fans and everything, because the main issue with this MacBook is definitely the heat right around here, around the CPU, and I hope that this will help. I will also try next week to replace the battery, but I first want to see if those easy solutions will fix it, and if they don't fix it, then the big battery, which is a little bit more complicated because it's glued into the case. So yeah, now it's time to open this thing, get started. I have a lot of respect for this task and I hope I won't screw up. So wish me a whole lot of luck. I just really hope this works. I should probably first turn off the computer. It's always in standby. I'm already off to a good start. Whoa! Shit. So number one, computer from the inside looks extremely interesting. I'm so impressed how they put so much into such a tiny space. But look how dirty this thing is. I mean, there's like all kinds of shit in it. I've never seen such a dirty MacBook. Oh my god. But you know, it somehow makes me happy because it seems like this is the problem. I mean, look at the air vents here. They're like all full with dust. That's so gross. That's the... Wow. 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 Let's get a little closer to this mess. You see this right here? Dust. You see the fan? Entirely full of dust. That's all dirt. Same here, the vents that go into the air cooling system, full of dust. Also these vents for sucking in the air and letting it out, full of dust. I mean, yes, I'm using it a lot, but I'm shocked how dirty it actually is. But I mean, you just have to think about it. This computer is now sucking air in and out for the past 4 years non-stop, every day, like 10 hours. It's no wonder it looks like this. So let me get a small brush. That's one of the huge advantages. Both of my parents are artists, so there are always some brushes around. Getting the fan out of there, to be honest, easy peasy. 5-6 minutes. I was really careful, and I don't know how a fan this small can cool a MacBook anyways, but let's clean it. I think I need a toothbrush for this kind of dirt. Good that I always have one in the studio. Now all the same stuff for the other fan. Second fan also out, and look, it's like covered 1/3 just with dust. No wonder the computer is overheating. So far so good. I think I didn't screw anything up. It all looks still fine. Now continuing getting to the core of the computer, the CPU. This is the worst thermal paste job I've ever seen. It is so bad. I don't get it why Apple makes so high performance laptops and then they are really cheap when it comes to the thermal paste. But yeah, that's the entire heatsink unit, which is also kind of a joke. And I think this part is like for the CPU and this is for the GPU. I actually don't know how dangerous the thermal paste is, but on the back of it, it says, don't touch it, avoid contact with eyes, avoid release to environment, very toxic to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. So, gloves are a must-have. Always fun. Oh no, Touch ID doesn't work anymore. It says first scratching off the old paste. I don't know, but does this look burnt to you? More dust. I think in my entire life I've never cleaned something as good as the CPU and GPU. Please don't tell Vanessa that I'm capable of cleaning anything. Now I really look like a doctor. Dr. John.
It shines so bright, it never looks so pretty.
All done now, just reassembling everything. And I hope this thermal paste exchange really helps. Whew. all done. Now the big moment of truth, does it actually turn on? Yes, it does. That's already good. I was never so happy to hear that Apple sound. Already booted up. Everything looks fine. AirPort works. Bluetooth works. Fans spinning and are silent. What a relief. I just forgot to put in the sticker, but I think you don't need that. Now it's time to test it. If it's actually working smoother, it doesn't overheat that much. I got here a video. I will export it like 3-4 times and then I can for sure tell if it's faster and doesn't cause that much trouble as it did before. Of course, I found one screw, but it's luckily just like one here right on the back. It exported the video in like 3 minutes. This morning when I exported it to upload it, like yesterday's vlog, it took like 30 minutes, but I will repeat it just to get it up to heat. No, it's a big difference, honestly. I'm not making this up. Like this is, I don't know, maybe like 30 degrees, and before that it was like 90. You couldn't even put your hand here. More dust. Whoa. Fans spinning very slowly, quiet. So problem solved. Big thanks to everyone that suggested me to try this out. It really helped. I will definitely also replace the battery just to get it up to more battery life. Open up Logic and Final Cut at the same time, something that wasn't possible before. Now you can hear the fans, Logic and Final Cut exporting at the same time, but it's still not really getting warm. I mean, the fans are spinning, they're doing what they should do, but the temperature is still fine. My entire studio is now full of dust just because I opened up the MacBook. Man, this thing was full. It's even lighter, you know? I can feel it. Of course, having all of this computing power back, I need to work on a new song, just starting fresh and clean with an entirely new Logic project. I honestly can't believe it. The computer is back to as it was on day number 1. I can even put the sample size to 32 and have like just a round trip of 6.8 milliseconds. I usually had to put it on like 512 samples and have like almost 30 seconds of delay going through the microphone, for example, and back into the computer. So that's really amazing. I mean, I think I can use the computer at least like 1 more year. Okay, bye. Yeah, it's late. Vanessa's coming to pick me up. But before leaving the studio, there's one more thing I have to do. So much dust. I got so much of it, I could sell it. Anyone interested? John Sine original dust. Better than merch.